Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Game of Thrones, Winter's Coming. We had a update not that long ago, or it's actually a couple of days ago, 30th of June, where we got some, you can see here, a new commander called Salma, and we got the awakening for Commander Drake, and we got some improvements regarding the Dragon Blessing window and some other game experiences, and then of course fix some bug fixes regarding also Gold Dragon and Dragon Blessing, specific rally lists and all those kind of things. So today is going to be a fairly short video. I have some private matters that sadly are taking away time, so I haven't been able to post anything decent in a while now, so I'm trying to make up for it. But for today we'll just go through the new features, so the new commander and Commander Drake Awakening, and then we also take a small update on the glorious battle mode that's coming up. So we're going to go take a look at things inside the game right now. The new commander Sanmar, as we can see inside the game right now here, is a cav commander, defensive cav commander, like many of the others that are in the game currently. Has 40% cav attack, has 40% spear attack and total health. So all in all it's a niche commander, but it's definitely something that can be useful. But the question is that whether or not it's actually super useful regards to all the awakening that's happening. So that might be something to keep in mind. Strategic skills obviously are not in yet because she's not available in Siege of Winterfell. Her skills in general, we can take a look at them. It deals 8000 blah 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 damage to enemy targets in the same row, and reduces skills damage taken by 15% for 30 seconds. Can be stacked. So this kind of at least makes her somewhat decent in terms of a tank in PvP, since that's mostly where skill damage is taken into account. And potentially you can also use her for vivid memories, since there's also quite a lot of skill damage at times. So it's again something niche. She might be useful for some kind of specific ultra defensive dead type of commander setup in training grounds. Personally, not the biggest fan of her active skill. For every heal received, there's a 50% chance of dealing a heavy blow to a random enemy, dealing 6079 damage, cooldown is 2 seconds. So again, it kind of stacks with the entire defensive format, where people usually just have like some kind of heal that keeps the front end alive, and she's just like basically a tank soaking up damage and skills and so on, and try recover 3473 health whenever an enemy uses active skill. Cooldown is 3 seconds. And lastly we have add 2870. So she's completely just a super bulky tank, and that's pretty much all there is to her. I wouldn't say she's bad because her specialization allows some kind of usage for people that might be focusing on cav spear and want to switch between them, since the total health will actually help that as well. Overall, I would like to say she can also be a decent commander for the wall if you want to have a commander inside that gives some kind of a bit of defensive and offensive stats. If you want to go run with a specific frontline, for example, then it's fine. But overall, I would probably say she's very niche, so it mainly fits a certain type of players in that regard. Her awakening will probably be great once it comes, but until then you are stuck with this, I would say. Since we talked about the awakening, we can take a look at the Drake Awakening as well now. It's somewhat expected in terms of standard formula. There's some decreased cooldown for using the skill, there's max level upgrade of course, there's increase in terms of damage to the skill, friendship increased by 1 star. I can't remember what his talent stats are, so we're going to take a look at that fast right after. Enhanced specialization, commander specialization passive, and then there's the awakening skill. In battle every 3 seconds, Commander Drake increases ally spearman lineup defense by 6%. Can stack up to 5 times. At full stacks every 3 seconds, Commander Drake heals 1% of the wounded for each ally spearman lineup. So basically it's the same as we have already for the infantry. I believe it's I think it's Lats that has that for infantry, and probably also the same for Cav, which I believe the Cav commander Enzo has as well. So keep that in mind. It's just general standard usage. Generally, it's a standard awakening. It's not something that's over the top or anything like that. Hidden ability is focusing on spearman defense, spearman health, and spearman attack. So that kind of follows up with the specialization. The only difference is that his specialization is 10% higher than I believe it's oh, I can't remember her name. Miranda, yeah, Miranda's specialization. So he gives 40% spearman def, spearman health, and spearman attack compared to Miranda that only gets 30% if I remember correctly. So you will always get a higher base awakening from the hidden ability effect. So overall, if you're focusing on spear only, that's an okay awakening to basically use in your lineup. Otherwise, it's just like a standard awakening that everyone else has as well, and can be flexed around depending on whatever usage is there. But I will probably only go for 3 stars because I feel like the 4-star effect is only somewhat maybe possibly valuable at high tier rallies potentially, but at lower ends it's probably just like you just want the stats, and that's pretty much going to be it for that. So yeah, that's kind of the main things that the patch had added into it. But we're going to take a look at talent stats, and then we're going to take a look at Glorious Battle. So now we can take a look at the talent stats fast, and Drake's talent stats are 3 aptitude, 3 command, and 4 combat rate, which kind of means that he is okay in terms of awakening. You will get 1 more combat rate, of course, 1 more command and 1 more aptitude, so we'll gain 3 stars from it. And command and aptitude is not something bad to have in terms of getting troops and getting speed ups, so on, but most people will probably just take it for the combat rate and then just be happy with that. And if you want to max out combat rate, that's something you will need to do as well, so keep that in mind. For me personally, I would say is an average awakening, not something I'm super hyped about. Would probably get it to 3 stars max and then just be like, okay, fair enough, I will take it to 4 stars if I end up swimming and epic tokens for it. Otherwise I will probably just keep it at 3 stars and take the stats and the stat buff from it and be happy with that, since the awakening skill is not something overly broken, at least not currently. Lastly, we have a small update regarding Glorious Battle. We have been given the access to, I believe, the first 2 things, so you can kind of see that, get a general idea of the rules that are already going on here. The battle phase, matchmaking phase, result phase, so check up on that if you're interested. Military positions, which give certain buffs and benefits, and also gives you certain things that you can do in terms of endurance and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if the endurance limit is relating to the endurance that we have for rebel groups and stuff like that, but I would definitely say that keep an eye on it. I know that currently it's being tested, and I believe some of the chroniclers also have released videos about their testing experience, I would think. So keep an eye out on that if you want to learn more about the event. Definitely interesting, and you can see here as well like how the contributions is going to be granted to people. So it's something I would, based on the description at least, it's something I would say is for everyone. At least there's a role for everyone. But you will always have the difficulty of trying to balance things and not getting steamrolled. So I'm interested in seeing how it's going to turn out, and I'm going to be interested to see the rewards, match description, like Diva match description and stuff like that. I'll probably also check up on the other Chroniclers video to kind of get an idea of what to expect. But yeah, that's kind of what the update brought into this game this time around. So I hope you liked the video. Comment down below if you have something you want me to focus on. Subscribe to the channel, it helps me out of course. And if you're new to the channel, then you can play the game. The link down in the description below, and there's also going to be a link for the Game of Thrones Discord group for this game. And then of course there's also going to be a link for the channel where I get my music from. So this is going to be all for me this time around. Sorry about the kind of lacking video, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Take care guys, have fun, and yeah, good luck with the events that's going on right now. Bye bye!